Newsroom 11, tonight.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Maria Hayes. From coast to coast, Canadians celebrated the country's 125th birthday. Celebrations took place in many forms, from block parties to civic events. Ian Dovey has more.
It's been a quarter century since many Canadians have heard the Bobby Jimby song, Canada, celebrating 100 years of Confederation. Today, Canadians are celebrating the country's 125th anniversary. Residents in Oakville gathered along the lake in Bronte, Coronation Park, and Oakville Harbor to participate in the town's waterfront festival. In Burlington, the city presented its multicultural festival at Spencer Smith Park.
We, Oakville Town Council and the residents of the town of Oakville, extend greetings and best wishes to you, our neighbors, to the west in the city of Burlington.
As part of today's 125th celebrations, mayors from Oakville to Stony Creek accepted and couriered by horseback greetings and best wishes.
We, the people of Burlington, raise our glasses in a toast to our good neighbors in Hamilton and across Canada in celebration of National Neighborhood Block Party Day and Canada's 125th anniversary.
One of the many block parties going on today was at Pine Warbler Court in Hamilton, where families, pets, and former prime ministers celebrated the country's birthday.
He's a good man, he's a good Canadian. I don't care if he's a conservative, NDP liberal. He represents Canada, just like this. Look at Canadian champagne. We're going to bust this open in just a few minutes. People on Pine Warbler Court, they are patriots. Trust me on that. Trust me.
C-A-N-A-D-A. Tell me, what's a Douglas fir? C-A-N-A-D-A.
To the sounds of stomping Tom Connors, children painted a Canadian flag on the road, while their parents, dressed in red and white, consumed Canadian and a little champagne with the rest of the country at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
3, 2, 1, go, baby! Let's get your glasses out here. Well,
what does Canada mean to me? It means I don't live in the USA. I live here. I live in a peaceful nation. I live in a nation of all kinds of cultures, and it doesn't matter where you're from. It means that if you get together and you share the one ideal of being Canadian, that's what Canadian to me means.
No matter what the politicians do, I think let's hope that all of the basic people that live on all the streets like this will continue to be proud of their country, and will continue to celebrate year after year after year. That's the kind of thing it means to me.
To me, it means being born in another country and adopting this one as my own, and this one is the most important.
Wave the flag and have a piece of cake. Happy birthday, Canada. In Hamilton, Ian Dovey, Newsroom 11.
Negotiations between both sides in the Toronto Star strike appear to be close at hand. The Southern Ontario Newspaper Guild is trying to contact a government-appointed mediator to arrange a meeting with the company. The union represents 1,600 striking Star employees, including editorial and delivery workers, who've been on strike since last Monday. A fire in a conveyor belt at Steatley Lyman Aggregates in Dundas this morning caused considerable damage. The fire produced heavy toxic smoke while several volunteer fire departments in Flamborough used dry chemicals to extinguish the fire. There was no structural damage to the building and no one was hurt. Management refused to comment on the fire. Still to come on Newsroom, Catherine has a look at the weather and Paul Lethbridge is at the sports desk. You're watching Newsroom 11 tonight. Stay with us. The veterans of Hamilton held their 74th annual Decoration Day service in Gore Park today. Veterans gathered at the cenotaph to pay tribute to those who served this country in a time of need and who are no longer with us. There was also a service at the Hamilton Cemetery. The parade started at City Hall and passed a saluting base at the corner of Main and John Streets. Fresh strawberries were served up today in Binbrook at the Participation House's second annual Summerfest. The residential home for 42 physically disabled adults holds the free festival to give the Hamilton-Wentworth community a chance to tour the facility and meet the men and women who live there. The Participation House Band performed, and visitors got the opportunity to do some Sunday shopping at the craft and baked goods table. And now with a check on the forecast, here's Catherine DeKoorte. Catherine?
Well, it looked like the rain was going to threaten our weather picture this afternoon. It got a little cloudy, a little hazy, but it's all moved off to the south, luckily, and we're in for some nice weather. Some clear skies with us today and for tomorrow. In fact, right through until Wednesday, there is a disturbance coming in from the west, but it's going to take its time getting here, actually. Now, there's a high-pressure ridge that is not really showing on this map, but it is affecting us still. And there's another one coming in from the Manitoba area. Now, the cold front that went through this morning is to the south of the Great Lakes at the moment, so a bit of cloud cover still with it, a few clouds out tonight. And if you're heading down or heading outside to watch the eclipse tonight, should be a perfect night for it. The moon is quite high and it is quite clear in the Hamilton area to watch the eclipse. Overnight tonight, the temperatures will be beautiful for sleeping. Tomorrow up to 23 degrees. In the wake of this cold front is clear air, a little cooler and a little drier. So that'll mean the temperatures around 23 degrees, winds will be fairly calm, and a stable weather pattern for the next couple of days. Let's check the official forecast as issued by Environment Canada for the story. Tonight, a few clouds and a low of 11. 20% chance of rain. For tomorrow, mainly sunny, high 23, 10% chance of rain. Sun times tomorrow at 5:39 and sunset at 9:01 p.m. And for Tuesday, mostly sunny, a high 23. Currently, humidity 37%. Pollution index at 14, winds out of the northeast at 12 kilometers per hour. The barometer is 101.4 and rising slowly. Our temperature has really cooled down an awful lot in the last couple of hours, only 59, 15 Fahrenheit, but a beautiful couple of days ahead. It's too bad that Monday and Tuesday aren't Saturday and Sunday. Maria?
Thanks, Catherine. The Blue Jays gained a split with the Red Sox in their weekend series. Paul Lethbridge with the highlights from this afternoon's game when we come back.
Good evening, everyone. Michael Jordan said it was exhilarating to win the first, relief to win the second. He was talking about the NBA championship, and tonight his Chicago Bulls are repeat winners after a truly remarkable comeback win in Game 6 of the NBA Finals. Now, tomorrow night is the Winnipeg Thunder into Cobbs Coliseum to face the Skyhawks in a WBL game that you'll see here on CHCH. Just a reminder, tip-off goes at 8 o'clock. Anne-Marie Pauley, no relation, won today's sudden death playoff with Laura Davies to take the LPGA's ShopRite Classic in New Jersey. Dave Stockton took the Senior PGA Players Championship. A couple of NHL coaching changes to tell you about tonight. Former Flyer coach Paul Holmgren takes over behind the bench of the Hartford Whalers, and Rick Bowness, fired by the Bruins, will coach the Ottawa Senators in their first season. Mercifully, it's all over, folks. That's our late report. We're back with more from Newsroom after this.
Hamilton's historic Dundurn Castle celebrated its 25th anniversary today. Mayor Morrow attended festivities along with several members of the original restoration committee that headed the project between 1964 and 1967. Today, there was a symbolic reopening of the castle. The Hamilton-Wentworth Police Pipe Band entertained, along with the Hamilton Fire Department Band. So, it's time for the eclipse, right?
It is time. We should all rush out en masse and,
Okay.
and perch at the top of the CHCH building and watch. Actually, it is a beautiful clear night. The moon is quite high, and if you have a moment and you're feeling a little wide awake, go down to Lakeshore and watch the eclipse.
Okay. That's all the time we have. Thanks for joining us. Good night.
Good night.